I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, barely breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I'll never back down. Thought I was 6 feet under. But now it's your turn to face the
You know, we were doing a lot of.
Oh yeah, brother.
Anyway, we were doing a lot of overhead work today.
Yeah.
With a lot of stretching.
Yeah.
I was reaching well beyond my limits.
Yes, you were. But you know, that's what you do when you excel.
I know.
It's important.
Well, especially when you're short like me, and you have to get the lights, and you're like, I can't reach. Dude, going beyond.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And I had to come along and
Right, because you're taller and you have longer arms.
I do.
So, speaking of moving forward and excelling, we have with us tonight Eden Gordon Hill, who is amazing at what she does,
failed politician turned talk show host.
which is actually a great way to go.
I like it. That's
It's so much better than politician. Like, so much better.
It kind of is.
It does.
You have so much more fun.
I am actually having a lot more fun, and I'm not being bought by people.
No?
You mean your husband hasn't bought you nothing? Wow.
Well, my husband bought me a coat for my birthday, which is next week. Hashtag 45.
Oh.
Ooh.
Happy early birthday.
Do I look 45?
I don't know. What do you, who, what? What? Sorry?
There you go.
Sorry, what'd you say?
You broke up there.
I didn't hear that part.
You knew fancy microphone and all. I knew you didn't hear you very
Yeah.
well. I'm so sorry.
It was that fan that you had on that you turned off.
That's what it was.
Good answer, boys.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no idea. Mom and three sisters above my head. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like, I'm going to behave. I mean, I don't care, but I'm going to behave anyway.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Because I'm a good guy.
Sometimes.
Anyway.
So, all right. So, obviously, you've got a new show that you've been doing.
I do?
And it is, one, very well done. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Good job. Sound quality is great. You're working on that stuff. The people that you've had on so far are pretty cool. But you have some new people coming tomorrow.
I do. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a special edition, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. We have Young Voices from the United Kingdom. They're going to be joining at 9:05 to do a long segment about Queen Elizabeth and her passing. And then after that, 9:35, we'll have Jeff Gottsfeld. He's an award-winning author. Come over and talk about veterans, his book 21 Steps for Children, and talk about the 9/11 anniversary.
So, okay. Now, before that, 21 steps? For,
21
for
steps.
kids. Like, what age are we talking here? Because I've seen some kids that just
Hold on.
do
I
not
thought it
wanna
was
take
only.
one step.
I thought it was only needed only 3 steps. Give me 3 steps to the door. I mean, that's what Leonard Skinner told me was only 3 steps.
3 steps, mister?
Right. Did that not work? Is that not good? I mean,
Is that not good enough?
I thought it was pretty funny myself, but apparently, like, there's crickets playing. So
Well, I mean,
Well, to answer your question on the age, it's perfect for elementary and middle school.
Yeah.
Yes, high school would probably enjoy it, especially if you're in a military community, because it is written to that audience. But when Jeff came to North Carolina to promote his book, the elementary and middle school really resonated with the book.
oh,
Cool.
cool.
very cool.
Let's
That's
check
awesome.
that out.
So
It was a Wall Street Journal bestseller for kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
that's surprising. That
I
any-
was gonna say the same thing. That's
I'm not saying that it's surprising because it's Wall Street. That's what.
that's the surprising part.
That's the surprising part.
You know, they reluctantly hit that button. They're like,
yeah,
all right. There's nothing else.
They hit the mark.
It's either that or like, you know, manga version of Harry Potter, and we're not doing that. So. We have to have something of substance. So here you go.
It's a bit awkward to see chibi Harry Potter. I'm just
Especially considering the fact that J.K. Rowling couldn't write it.
right.
They wouldn't let her do it.
Yeah. Well, that's because she can't draw.
Right.
She's a terrible artist. That's
She would-
why
she would
that's why
have
she
to have-
wrote a book.
Yeah, she'd have to have a name above each character to be a stick figure, and have to have a name of each one, so that way you could tell the difference. I'm in a mood tonight. If you haven't figured that out, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I do know what it is. I'm trying to fight off a head cold. So like I'm like all congested up in here. My head's like, and I sound like I'm dying.
He does.
Is that coffee? Is that coffee or is that something else?
Oh, that's coffee.
No, that's coffee.
Yeah.
That's coffee. I would love for it to have been something else.
Something else that wasn't hot
Yeah, well,
but goes down warm.
It goes down real warm. Yeah. Yeah. That would have been good. But anyway,
Well, yeah, things happen.
it's fine.
Sorry.
So there you go.
Okay, so you have the UK peoples, and then you've got a great author doing the 21 Steps tomorrow. What else you got going on? What's been happening?
Talk to us, lady.
So all next week, I wanted to do for my birthday week because it's my birthday, so I get to pick who I have on the show.
It's her party.
Wait, when do you not? Hold on. When do you not get to pick who gives on your show?
I was going to say, it is your show. You.
But still, I just like, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Okay, because I was about to say, I'm just like, well, okay.
It still doesn't
Does
make
your
sense,
husband
but-
in the background like, no, they can't come on. No, not this person. Sorry, not there.
No, I just, with the passion I have for women in leadership and all the amazing women I've worked with over the years, I wanted to really just exhibit what they've brought to the table. And
Cool.
for example, I have Peggy Grandy. She was the former executive secretary to Ronald Reagan post the White House.
Wow. Good.
She has a book out that came out a couple years ago, but then we also worked together in the Trump administration. So she's going to be coming on midweek. I have the Susan B. Anthony List, Vice President of Communications, coming on, and we worked together for many years. She'll be joining the show. Just some really neat,
Look at
amazing
you, Miss
women.
Fancy Pants.
This is why we haven't gotten any people on the show recently.
I know, because she's been getting them all, and they're
Hoarding
exhausted.
them all.
She's been exhausting. So
I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, I know. But another great thing, with all the book authors I've worked with over the years, I have a book reviewer coming in. She's going to do a once-a-month book review and talk to the audience about all the upcoming books on the market and what to buy and gifts and all of that kind of stuff.
wow.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I
Okay,
think
so
that'll be-
just for recap, so everybody remembers and everybody can get back to it. The name of the show, where's the best place to find it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, as I say every morning, it's Common Sense America with Eden Hill. And the best way to find excellence is go to Defenders Live and listen to the live show, or follow us on Facebook, follow us on LinkedIn or Twitter, or follow us at Eden Gordon Media and Rumble. And also, Eastern North Carolina now is carrying everything that we are showing. Weekdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Okay.
There it is.
No, it's not bad. Just do me a favor, and next time, can you not have like a Martha Stewart sex operator type cadence going? Because you were doing this.
It was perfect, but the
Eden
sales
Gordon
pitch.
Hill on my show, and it was very breathy. And then halfway through it, but it just reminded me of like if Martha Stewart did sex operator is what it sounded like to me.
Oh, that's awful. How about Jackie O? Just Jackie O had a very breathy.
Okay, yeah, I forget. Yeah, I'll give you
Sure,
that.
we'll
I
go
will
there.
give you that one.
But no, I like it.
still,
I like his reference better because it's funnier. It's a funnier image. I like it better.
because it made you almost fall out of your chair.
Yeah, you almost fell out.
I mean, it was good. It all makes sense, and we appreciate the plug. But oh, dear Lord, she about fell out, and that was funny.
And by the way, if you guys didn't catch that, she did say that if you want to listen to her show and you don't remember anything else, if you want to listen to her show, go to our website, hit the Live Now button at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Okay? It's there.
It's good.
Stuart, I'm going to be laughing about that one tonight.
Martha Stewart, sex operator.
You need
All
to go.
right.
You need to go. Tell
You need to use that voice on your husband.
I was gonna say.
and then be like, "This is what the boys said it sounded like."
What do you think?
Oh my god.
He'll never let you come on again.
That'll
be the end.
It'll be the last time.
This is the last time.
That was all. And then we never heard from her again.
She wasn't on the radio. Nothing happened. I don't know.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Set him up and knock him down.
And by knock him down, we mean never to be seen
Never
again.
to be seen
God,
again.
it just didn't happen.
She's at that point. She'll have to like walk across the street to get past us. If we ever walk in public.
It's like
Hide
we're
in
walking
the
on the same side of the street. She walks across the street. Jay walks completely.
Jaywalks,
Just
yeah.
nope.
Just
Were
keeps
you
on going.
Were you?
Just keeps on going.
Doesn't even say anything.
Does nothing.
Does that whole like
Yeah, throw the collar up, hide the face.
I have the perfect collar for that tonight.
I know, that's why I said it.
Yeah, no, she's.
Well, we'd catch it from the hair.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say though, but you realize, like, for those of you that don't know, Eden is in southern North Carolina, southeastern North Carolina.
And she is in her house currently in southeastern North Carolina.
It is September in North Carolina. It still feels almost like August, and she's
Right.
wearing a pea coat in her own home.
It's not a pea coat. It's a linen coat.
Oh, because that makes it so much better. It's still hot. It's
Just because it's linen, it's thick.
yes.
Oh, it's the shoulder pads. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the 1980s shoulder pads all over again.
Oh, they're coming back.
They are.
Yes,
Oddly
they are.
enough.
Everything is 1980s again. I'm glad I kept everything.
Right, because now you can just work it. See, and then like in 7-8 years, you can switch back to the 90s. Maybe go back through.
No, I think we're gonna. I think.
Are we going to skip the 90s?
I think normal people, if anybody with a modicum
no,
of
first
intelligence,
on,
is
no,
going
no.
to skip the 90s.
No, stop.
Yes, you will.
Stop right there, because you said something that you need to take back.
What did I say?
Normal people.
Oh, you're right. People.
There are no such thing as normal people
I haven't
in
met
today's
a-
society. Have you met a normal person?
Nope.
No,
No.
not even Eden. And
She's close.
no, because she
No,
chooses
no.
to hang out and socialize with us.
Oh, that's true,
I told
yeah.
Joey
Sorry,
Limbaceros
yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah, Joey.
I told her the exact same thing. I said,
She
"Look."
already knew she wasn't.
Yeah, I know. I was like, because she made a comment. We were talking back and forth. I was asking her when she was going to come on the show so we can, help plug her stuff. And she's talking about next week or whatever. And she's like, I don't know. I said, well, if you come on, you need to be careful because socializing with us, you're going to end up losing your fan base. She's like, no, it's not. I'm like, okay.
All right.
We have that look about us.
We've
Anyway.
warned you. Anyway,
I'll just drop by once a month then.
there you go. That's all you need. Just
And
drop
Eden's
by
like-
once a month. Just kind of hang out. It'll be all
It's
right.
like, I'll send an email.
Next time, I'll just tell you guys about who I'm going to have on, and you just plug it. It'll be fine.
He's all it's going to be. Just going to be a little email update.
Oh.
We don't need a meeting for this. It could be done in email.
One fun thing I'm doing on the show, like I have, you guys know my veteran and my military, space and the importance of that. So every Friday I want to do Remember Everyone Deployed.
Yep.
I want to do a veteran piece. I want to do a military piece. And then throughout the week, I want to do a local piece focused on Eastern North Carolina, since Eastern North Carolina now is carrying everything that we're doing, which is
Right. That's awesome.
And then I want to do a national piece, whether it is a national book author or if it is political. Today was genocide in Beijing, the CCP, and then also Jonathan E. Moore talking about student debt issues and the authoritarian government we're living under. So that was a really heavy hour.
I was going to say, sounds like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
very uplifting and happy.
Uplifting and encouraging. There.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
But you know what? The responses I got back on all the platforms, everybody said, wow, that was like the best ever.
Good.
Awesome.
That's
So,
awesome.
I
And
was
that's
glad
what needs
to
to
hear
happen. Yeah, that's what needs to happen. Because you have to have that sort of information out there. If you don't, then it gets lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, you
is
can't
what I'm
stay
saying.
ignorant. Because I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you,
No, it gets lost.
I didn't. Just so we're clear, I didn't know that the Queen died.
You didn't?
No,
Like it hit all media.
I didn't.
It was to the point to where my daughter was sitting, like Elena was sitting there. Elena was sitting. Did you know? It was like
That no, I'm
yes.
sorry. That shocks me. If it, for
like-
being Elena saying that,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shocks
yeah.
me.
Did you know the Queen died? I was like, yeah.
I didn't know.
She was
that.
96. She died of old age. She's been in office for like 70 years.
Office.
Yeah.
She's been on the throne.
That's an
On the throne.
office.
not an office.
It's an office.
No, it's not. So okay. So sidebar. I mean, I found out like earlier this evening, but
Yeah.
like I'm like, oh, I'll be damned. And that was,
That's it. That's all I got.
and I've seen nothing but jokes ever since that too. Like there was
There's no reason to joke about it.
well, no, there was like a picture of some old lady had somehow like climbed this metal gate in a, there's a concrete, so it was like an archway and actually had an iron gate on her. And some old lady had climbed it, and the meme said, "All right, come on, Diana, it's not funny. Open up the gates."
Oh,
Yeah, it was stuff like that.
Okay,
that
that's good. That's good. Yeah.
I kind of thought that today, but I've always loved the Queen, and I was sitting here watching the images and everything of her life, and I mean, she was a World War II vet.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I absolutely love that about her, and I love the fact that she had a powerful faith. She loved Jesus. She was open about that, and how there was a rainbow over Buckingham Palace today at the announcement of her passing. It was like, did they plan that? No, that was just such a beautiful thing, right?
Okay, hold on.
That's still
Queen
cool.
dies, rainbow appears. That doesn't.
That's coincidence. I'm sorry.
No.
No.
Usually, rainbow appears when something great happens.
Yeah, see.
She was entering in the gates of heaven.
No, I know where you're going with this. I'm where you're at.
Where's he going?
He's coming from the other angle where like people are happy she's gone. That's why
It's like the world is rainbows.
the world. It's the same thing that'll happen whenever they announce that Trump has passed.
We know it's not true. We know it's not true. Obviously, I mean, if you actually look at everything, statistically, she was loved by 95% of the populace in the UK.
Well, I mean,
As a I know that she's on the throne. As a politician, technically the face of a country.
yeah, as the monarch, yeah.
Right. Yes.
There's no way in a free society that people are 95% behind you.
Yeah, they're not. I would just want to throw a little bit out there. I think a majority of that though it was more towards the end. It was just, oh, she's like your grandmother.
Right.
That's how everyone started looking at it. Like
That's exactly it.
yeah, in her younger years and back in the
Sure.
in the 40s and 50s, like they're like, screw this heifer. But now it was like, no, that's grandma, man.
Yeah, grandma. Like
Don't mess with
everybody's
her.
grandma just passed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone's grandma just passed. Also, Peekapoo over there on this.
Peekapoo died too?
No, he's over there on the
Oh.
Twitters. He says, if you're on the throne for 70 years, you might need a little more fiber in your diet. Just saying.
I concur.
Going for the easy low bars.
There you go.
Yeah, it's always the low
Someone
fruit.
bring in the water bottle.
Always the low fruit. All
Eat
right.
something. That's
So,
fantastic.
all right.
So, okay, no, I was going to
no.
ask about this, though, real quick.
What?
So she's gone.
Yes.
Right.
She has gone to the great throne beyond.
Which she doesn't sit on that one.
No, she doesn't. So, but the question is are they going to have, who takes the spot? now?
What's his?
Is
what
it Charles?
Yeah. Yeah. He's already been.
Oh, he's already been king?
He's already been kinged.
Or whatever they call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. He's been kinged.
Kinged in court.
Wow.
He's been sired.
That sounds disgusting.
I know. But it's reality.
It's true.
Thing. I was watching. Was it Tucker? Maybe it was Tucker.
I don't know. This is your story.
He plays checkers.
Well, he was saying, is this going to be the end of the royal family now that Charles is taking over? Because it's been 70 years of what she's been doing, and he's wondering, is this going to be the downfall? And is it?
First off, but before you get anywhere into there, first and foremost,
Who the hell cares?
the royal family is nothing but a face.
Yeah.
They are a very, very expensive face
Yeah.
for the political front of what is
The UK.
the UK, the English government. It is a very expensive
Yeah.
front.
Yes.
Okay.
More expensive than Biden?
Yes.
Yes.
Sadly.
Because you and it's not just it's not just the where it is. It's also you got to understand they have not only an annual allowance for what they do, but they have slush funds involved, and they've got and it's all completely above board.
Yeah. This all like, oh yeah, no, we're allowed to have this.
They're allowed it. It is part of the tax code for them to have. Like they are an expense beyond belief just to say you have royalty in your country.
Well, I'll tell you what, watching World News tonight, my husband was like, can we shut it off? I'm sick of hearing about a dead queen. He's like, there are no queens. He was like, I don't even agree with any of this.
RuPaul would disagree.
I was going to say, clearly he has not been in downtown Manhattan recently.
Yes, queen.
Yeah, I was going to say, that though the RuPaul reference is a very good pull.
Thank
man.
you.
Very
Thank you.
good.
I'm glad you like that.
That was a good one.
You know, sometimes.
No, that was excellent, actually.
Sparing.
I kind of regret. I wish I'd have pulled that one. That was good.
You're fuzzy today. You know, it's fine.
That's exactly it. I'm not firing on all cylinders, that's for sure. So anyway, now that I've interrupted all that, I just curious and whatever.
No,
So.
once again, it makes sense that they would say and they would speculate, especially here in America, where people would be like, oh, now that the queen's gone, what are they going to do? It was a matriarchy for the past 70 years. Oh my God, we got a king. Nobody wants a king. Okay. Don't care.
What's the
No,
Yeah, that's my husband's attitude.
well,
so
it's not just that. It's the average person. They're going to look at it and they're going to say, okay, he's been kinged. Great. Where's the next queen? The average English person is going to wait for the next queen.
Yeah.
End of story. They don't care about kings. They don't want kings. They've had enough of kings.
right.
The last time they had a king, they had a whole society revolt
Henry
against them.
VIII.
Societies everywhere revolted against them. They didn't like it. They didn't want it. It wasn't there.
It sucked.
So have a queen.
See that until Charlotte,
Right.
if in the fact she actually is queen.
But there you go.
Yeah, well.
I mean, you've got a bunch of princesses.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not going to be, what's her name? The
Oh, the one that got kicked out?
yeah.
Because
The Duchess of Don't Have a Place.
Right. The Duchess of
Myrtle?
America.
Yeah, the Duchess of Merca, yeah.
The American Duchess. Yeah, because she's half black, so she can't.
Oh no.
Oh, that's right. Thou shalt not have a Moor in your on the throne. Anyway.
Is that an old timey reference that just can't?
Well, here's how it goes. It goes.
Screw you, James. Sorry, I just saw a tweet that pissed me off. I just caught this. Son of a bitch. So this goes back to your list of guests for your show and all
Yeah.
these great things. And James on Twitter says, she may be getting all the guests, but how many guys has she picked up off of TikTok? Because the only people I seem to be bringing in are people from TikTok.
Which is actually not a bad thing because the person that he brought in is an amazing person. Has their once again they have their own podcast and stuff like that. And if you have not heard his story,
Who's?
his name is Walid Gridlock. If you haven't heard his story, we took the first hour of our show and only got through part 1 of 7.
yeah, like there's still so much more of his story to tell.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like
Oof.
he's born in Britain. His family is from Iraq. He moved back to Iraq with his family later in life, and
You don't give.
I'm
away.
not giving anything else away. Let's just say he was saved by veterans or by American
veterans?
soldiers. Like
Yeah.
literally, his life was saved. Literally,
Yeah, by American soldiers.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great guy.
he's your guy.
Yeah, we only got through the very beginning of that
Yeah.
in an hour of literally just listening to him. We didn't even talk.
No.
So this dude on Twitter, tell him that I'm not sold on TikTok, and he's gonna have to sell me on TikTok before I even decide to go there.
Don't worry, it's communist China.
Yeah. That's why they were laughing at me about it.
That's what I think.
It is. It's communist
You'd
China.
be surprised,
It's
though.
a great distraction. Let's
You
put
would
it that
be
way.
surprised though, who and where and what you can find there is actually
All right.
worth. I actually have something that we're gonna play when we
It's
come
just
back.
a minute, yeah. So you can either stick with us or you can go sleep so you have all the time that you need.
Can I sleep?
Yes.
No.
Go to sleep. Everybody tune in tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
DOAshow.com,
DOAshow.com, the listen here
Rumbles.
button, or
Rumble,
Rumble,
or
all the rest of it.
all the
Facebook.
Facebook, all that good stuff.
All of that.
Bye.
Bye.
This is Defenders Live.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we know, James. We know you don't have a TikTok. It's just she doesn't either, and she doesn't want to get on it. So,
Yeah, well.
although the little stories and things like that people post are pretty funny, you know,
I mean, yeah, you do kind of have to wade through a bunch of crap to get anything really worth.
or to get the good stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
like this.
Yeah, okay. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention because just this, we all thought that this is where we were in the world and in life.
What do you mean?
Just, well, this guy, what was about to happen.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying, just take a listen to this. If you're listening to this, just
Listen, and if
all
you're
you need to hear is-
watching, watch.
it's, yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
Mr. Antifa?
No, God no.
What about the violence they do? They're so bad.
I think that violence is a useful political tool, and if wielded in the proper fashion, collateral damage happens. That's a shame, and people need to be careful.
So if someone is in there and Antifa was in there and they got violent with Michael Knowles, would you disavow that?
Yeah,
Because he's not a fascist. He's not like a hateful person. He's just maybe a
he's
little.
up there talking. He's not. He's probably saying some hateful shit. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know much about the man, to be honest.
So why protest him?
What little I do know is pretty hateful, and I'm not.
What do you know?
on it. We've already been over this.
What have you watched of his that you're like, oh, this video is bad? He said this, this, and this. Like, tell me something you've watched and evidence you have. So then how can you be out here?
I saw the poster. That was enough for me.
You saw the poster.
Yeah,
That was enough.
that was enough.
And now you're like okay with like political violence because you saw a poster.
No, I've been okay with political violence before I knew who this guy was.
That's wild, man. You shouldn't say that on camera.
I'll say on camera, I'm okay with political violence.
Do you know what Michael Knowles looks like?
No.
You ever seen a picture of him? No. You ever seen a video? Nothing. So you don't even know who this guy. If you went in that room and he was sitting in the chair, you wouldn't be able to point him out.
Well, I'm assuming he's on the stage, so I tell whoever's on the stage to go himself.
Wow, that's wild. Well, you're very passionate, so that's good. All right, just keep it at 100. Don't attack anyone. Just please don't do political violence, please. Let's not take it there.
I won't if it doesn't get that far.
Mr. Antifa.
No, God.
I won't if it doesn't get that far.
That it on the one hand,
Uh-huh.
isn't that fascinating?
Okay, first off,
Like really
the guy was very upfront
about him, about what his
about himself
yes
and about what he is. He didn't lie.
no
He was very honest,
yes
which is surprising.
very shocking. I know,
Shocking to me.
I know.
Incredibly honest. That being said,
Yep,
dumb as a brick.
I know. I mean, why would you go after someone or something
And just as dense.
just because
You saw a poster.
you saw a poster?
I saw a poster. The poster was enough for me. But the poster is propaganda. The poster could be wrong. The poster could be a lot of things. Why would just seeing a poster, how could a poster evoke such violence and anger?
Yeah, there's got to be something else. That's what I'm saying. Like it's and he's like, I have no idea who this guy is. Know nothing about him. Can't.
Assuming that he's going to be up on stage, and so I'll just tell that guy to F off.
Yeah, so it could be anybody.
Right.
It could literally be anybody.
Right.
and
It could be the announcer.
which I mean, again, shows the level of ignorance.
It's like,
It's fascinating to me that somebody is like, oh yeah, no, I'm all about it, and forget even the whole political violence thing.
yeah, don't worry about that.
Like we're not even going to go there right now
Because that's a Democrat standby anyway.
oh yeah, that's
Political violence has been their
their MO
That's their
for a while.
motto.
Yeah, that's been their MO for a long
Political
time.
violence is fine if you disagree with me. That's their motto.
Yeah, if you don't agree, I'm going to beat you.
Right.
But it's just that part I'm not quite worried about. It's the fact that he could just sit there with a straight face and say, yeah, I have no clue
Who that guy is.
I couldn't pick this man out of a lineup. Don't know him from Adam.
Right.
And I don't care.
And I mean, the fact that he looks like
A skinhead?
No. The
No,
fact
he does.
That,
This
no,
guy
no,
looks
no.
like a skinhead.
The fact that Michael Knowles looks like the brother of Rachel Maddow.
So you mean you?
More than me.
He looks more than you?
No, he looks more like Rachel Maddow than me.
Oh. No.
Yes.
His head's not as long.
No, but he's got
It's close,
It's
but-
the hairstyle and everything
Oh,
else
well-
too, and he has the glasses as well, and his are like his are the chunky glasses, not like mine. He has more of the a look than I do. Is what I'm saying.
No, that's true.
He does,
That's true.
which I don't disrespect. More power to you. Just saying.
No, but but that's how a majority of people are right now.
Oh yeah.
They're just angry. They have no idea why. They can't give a straight answer as to why. They can't explain why. All they know is
They don't
that
even care.
they're for one reason or another.
I'm angry.
I am angry, and I was directed one way or another that this is the guy to direct my anger at.
and I want to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And so that just kind of, I just thought that, hey, America, this is what, in case you hadn't been paying attention, with the whole queen dying and all, you need to be reminded of.
In case you failed to notice.
Right. In our home, in our country, yes, they've lost a monarch. This is what the next generation is coming up as. So thought you should, you're welcome.
In case you cared to see.
Yeah, right. You want to be privy to the situations.
Right.
So anyway.
So you also brought another video.
This one I thought would be fun to talk about just because I think there's some stuff in here you might agree with.
Okay.
Some of it you probably
won't.
Well, no. I think a majority of it you will.
Uh-huh.
But there might be a few things. I just think it's worth talking about.
All right, let's see.
So let's do this.
Let's dive in.
In 5 easy steps from a former honor guard infantryman. Number 1, eliminate all or most of Congress. The Senate and House of Representatives were officially formed to send state representatives to meetings to speak on behalf of each state, giving all Americans a voice in the government. This system is no longer needed. We live in a day and age where we are all connected through the interwebs. We can completely eliminate the entire Congress, or at least most of them, and save trillions of dollars every single year by implementing a nationwide voting system.
No.
Hold on. Let him finish. We'll get to 2, and then we'll go down each one because he's got 5 steps. So
do not need 2 people from every state voting on our behalf. The technology already exists for all of us to vote by phone or from home. Just make the first day of every month a national voting holiday. Everyone gets the day off to vote on upcoming issues and bills. Do you think senators should get a raise? Yes or no? Do you think guns should be banned? Yes or no? Submit the answer from your phone or from your computer at home. We do not need or want these legislators writing 900-page bills that no one ever reads. Just ask the American people to vote on each issue individually and not all combined into one single bill containing 100 different items. Step 2.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Right. So we're pausing there.
Yes, we're pausing there because that's a lot to unpack.
That is a lot to unpack, and I'm going to go with...
You still with no?
I'm still with no.
Still with no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why would that be?
One, we're not a democracy.
No, we're not.
We're not a democracy. And whenever you have a democracy, it immediately shifts into some sort of despotism.
You don't say.
Immediately shifts.
I mean,
I don't care. I don't care how technologically advanced
You don't have any
we are.
examples of this, do you?
Every country that's gone to democracy, straight democracy, has gone the way of despotism.
Are you trying to imply that the French
went to despotism?
did they? Really?
Yeah.
Germany?
Despotism.
Poland?
Despot.
Wow. I think
We're not a democracy.
I think
on
you're
purpose.
just against progress, is what I think.
Right. So we're not a democracy on purpose. Now, utilizing technology properly, could we save hundreds of millions of dollars? Yes. Yes, we could. Do I still want representatives? Yes. Do they need to make millions of dollars? No. No, they don't. Should they be allowed to vote on their own income raises?
Hell no.
No, that should never be the key. So I understand where he's coming from here. He sees a problem.
Yes.
We all see that same problem.
Yes.
Representatives are voting these giant omnibus bills. Representatives are throwing out these trillions and cajillions and whatever, millions and billions of dollars on things that nobody knows about, nobody pays attention to, nobody looks at.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Right. The problem with that with the problem with your suggestion.
Yeah.
Direct democracy leads to mob rule.
Right.
The reason why we don't do mob rule and direct democracy is not just for the fact of every person should have a voice. It's because when you do direct democracy, not everyone gets their voice heard.
Really? That's not possible.
It's exactly possible.
Because it is but he just said everybody would get to use their cell phones.
Right. And whoever voted the opposite of what the majority voted for would not be heard.
But they still got to vote. See, that's where the confusion. Hold on, that's where the confusion even is now.
Right.
See, everybody's thinking that these people don't get to vote, or they don't get to all these little hindrances and blah blah. No, everybody now still
gets to vote. You still have the opportunity to vote.
You just don't like the fact of what the outcome ends up being.
Right.
Because it's left up to the people who are actually your representatives and your congressmen.
Yes.
You're not doing your job.
You're not doing your job on putting people in. So the biggest problem here is that we as Americans are not smart enough to care.
Right.
We've been taught.
We have no reason to care.
Right. No disrespect to your service.
Yeah.
But the Americans that you are trying to save with what you're doing don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care enough to educate themselves on the bills. They don't care enough, even if it was single item legislation, which is what should always happen with everything. It should always be single item legislation. I completely agree with you on that.
Yeah.
But Americans don't care enough to pay attention enough.
Right.
They don't care enough to pay attention to the people that they vote into office that represent them. Why would they care to take a day to vote on their phone about all these separate line item bills?
I have to ask another question about that whole voting, taking a day thing.
Yeah.
Because, again, for some reason, people are convinced now that you can't get off work to go vote, which is a load of crap.
It is a national holiday.
No, but here's my thing. So he goes back to, using your phone. Take the day off and use your phone to vote. Well, if it's once a month, I'm sure it's not going to be, 100, 300 quiz, thing.
Right. Yeah.
It's going to be one or two things here or there. So
it doesn't even need to be a day.
Yeah. I mean, you mean to tell me that, it's going to take that much time for you to go.
Also,
people take their phones to the bathroom.
Let me ask you a question.
They poop.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because currently, as it sets by our laws, for us to go to war, we need our legislative body to approve.
Yes.
Now, what happens? Say emergency text message, need you to vote right now.
Yeah.
Okay? You get an emergency. Let's just say everything goes
the
way
has hit the shan.
Goes the exact way that you want.
Yep.
And this is what happens.
Like an Amber Alert.
Amber Alert happens, and it's a boop, boop, boop,
yep.
But it's not Amber Alert. It's a war congregation report and vote.
Yeah.
We are going to war. Yes or no? Here is the basic information that we can give you, because we can't give you top clearance because you're just an American citizen. You don't have the ability to understand the information that we've gotten. So I'm going to give you the bare minimums.
Right.
And you have to vote as an American citizen on the bare minimums whether or not we can go to war.
So you're trying to say that Americans giving the bare minimum of information cannot make an accurate and an in-depth decision?
Right, which is why we can't vote properly to get in representatives.
Well, that's different. We're only through one. There's still 4 more to go, Chief.
I'm just saying.
I know.
We all agree on the premise of the problem, right?
Oh, no, absolutely.
Your solution, I'm sorry, is a failure.
Yeah. Number 1.
Failure. Step 1.
I wish we had that button. That would be so.
Step 1.
How dare you?
All right. That's where we're going with this.
Next.
Step 2.
tie all elected legislative official pay and benefits to the national average. If the average salary in America is $54,000, then that's how much they make. If they want to raise, they can help create a higher national average. No more special benefits and special insurance for life and insurance that isn't available to ordinary Americans. And no more salary for life either. Cut the salary off the moment they leave office, along with all of their other perks and benefits, which goes right into step number 3.
I've got nothing for that. That's fine.
Really? Having it set to the national thing and everything? You're good with all of it?
Yes, set to
I'm not challenging. I'm asking. I'm just
set to the national average. Okay. So
Yeah.
okay. So let's just kind of break it down real quick.
Yeah.
So you set all federal employees
Yes.
national average.
Yes.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Here's a problem.
Okay.
Small problem.
Teensy little.
A little bit of problem.
That's why I was calling it, because I was like, wait a second.
Now he did say
Uh-huh.
all that other hullabaloo is a no-go. They already say that all that other hullabaloo is a no-go, and they still do it.
You mean about the lifetime benefit, the golden parachute and all that jazz?
Not that.
Or?
Okay, the golden like all the stuff that he said was, yes, I agree. Okay?
Yeah.
Problems.
Okay.
Even when that happens,
Okay.
there's a thing called lobbying. And when lobbying occurs, all these politicians and public officials and all the rest of it,
Uh-huh.
they tend to make millions of dollars.
They do.
Yeah.
It's pretty slick, actually, how they're able to pull that off.
With just like minor things. They just, there you go, $1 million. It's all for you.
Congratulations. It's like winning the lottery and doing not even gambling.
While on face value, yes, I agree. If you don't do anything in the laws that completely bans lobbying and all the rest of it by organizations and businesses in regard to specific protocols or anything else that happens, you still haven't ended the corruption there, because that's where they make their money.
Yeah.
They make their money from the corruption side of it, not from, yes, they make $100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000 and they get lifetime benefits or whatever else. Yeah, I got you. Okay. That's unnecessary. Yes. But all that, by the way, is mainly for our legislative body and the heads of the executive branch. It's not for everybody in federal government.
Right.
So if you've already gotten rid of the legislative body by doing then your
Step one.
Step 2 is gone. Step 2 is null and void.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless.
So if you did so you're already in reverse. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So step 2 is null and void by step 1.
Yeah.
Step 1 is wrong.
Now we've slipped into utter chaos. Congratulations.
So now this is okay. So step 1 is wrong, but I'll take step 2. Step 2 is my now step 1.
Gotcha.
Okay. With the add-on of lobbying becomes completely illegal.
Right. Which
You're caught, you're kicked out of office, we do a revote.
at this point I wouldn't be upset about having happen right now. Anyway.
Right.
That's
So
just me.
step 2 I'm okay with the add-on of all lobbying, et cetera, out.
Yeah, with the little caveat.
Right.
Everything's fine. Okay. All right.
Set term limits on all elected positions. No one should be able to make a career out of writing the laws that govern us. We need new blood to constantly help eliminate how the elites control us through these positions. And speaking of limiting the elites' influence over our government, step 4 is...
Hold on. Now, we've talked about this before.
Uh-huh.
We've talked about this.
Yeah, we have.
Now, once again, I agree with the premise.
Yeah.
I agree with the idea.
It sounds great.
Everybody that's voted into office need to be changed. Why? Because they're like diapers.
Yeah.
The longer you let them sit, the more they stink.
Yeah, they fill up.
They need to be changed frequently and for the exact same reasons.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I agree that.
I
Setting
smell a
term
butt.
limits on everything.
Uh-huh.
I also agree that would be good.
That would be fantastic. I smell a butt. I smell it.
But
There she is.
if Americans
Uh-huh.
are so fucking stupid
Uh-huh.
that they can't find and see the shit when it hits the fan,
This is starting to
then they
piss you off.
deserve. They deserve.
Good Lord, sir.
No, they
That's
deserve.
$5 for the swear jar.
I don't care. They deserve every single shit politician that we have.
Well, everybody does. When you
Yeah,
when
that's what I'm saying. We deserve it for not paying attention.
for no effort.
Right.
You're not putting the effort into
We
doing.
didn't put in the effort to actually figure out who these people were. We didn't put in the effort as Americans.
Yeah.
As American
as
civilians.
our civic duty.
It's our civic duty. It's our responsibility to put in
There it
good
is.
people. And if we, as individuals in this system, do not do our due diligence, we deserve the crap that we have put upon ourselves.
Made the bed, we need to sleep in it. I mean, I didn't say it as flowery
I
as
agree.
you did, but
I agree that term limits are necessary.
yes. But if you don't, then regardless of what position it is, it becomes a dictatorship at that point.
Right. Then you have a Bernie Sanders that's been living in government for whatever,
Or a
however,
Biden.
or a Joe Biden who's been living in government for
Or a Nancy
45,
Pelosi.
or a Nancy Pelosi,
Or
who's
Chuck
been living-
Schumer.
or a Chuck Schumer that's been living in government for 75,
Lindsey Graham.
or Lindsey Graham.
What's the other
Hey
one?
y'all,
What's Turtle Boy?
that guy, you know him,
You know what I'm talking about. Whatever.
you know him from
Yeah.
the Senate, that guy,
yeah.
the Republican
remember,
turtle,
remember Harry Reid?
Harry Reid, yeah, that guy too. Oh
like
yeah,
all of them are like
Yeah.
they lifelong.
lifelong representatives. Why? Because we don't care enough to actually kick them out.
Nope. No, we don't.
That's our fault. As individuals and as people and as a society, that's our fault. Should we have term limits? Yes. Yes.
But it really doesn't matter if, again, you're not paying attention in the first place.
Right. You're still going to vote in the same bullcrap. It's just going to be a new generation.
And another face.
Right. A new face with the same stupid.
Right. That's all it is.
Not allowing any special interest groups, no donations, no job offers, no holding, buying, selling, trading, or transferring any asset classes while in office for members of legislation and their immediate family members. If they can't abide by these rules, they can't hold office. Violating these terms should be a felony and heavily enforced. Step 5.
Hold on. Now, I'm Mitch McTurtle. Thank you.
Thank you, Mitch. Yeah, thank you.
Mitch McConnell. Turtle.
Turtle.
All right. So step 4 is the caveat that I had for step 2.
Yes.
Okay. So that was the caveat that I had for step 2. That being said, I want to
You want to
be a little bit. Okay. So, it's already illegal.
wait? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Because
Yes, it is. It's already against the law and technically a federal offense for insider trading for all of this information. And yet you have Nancy Pelosi and her husband that have made billions of dollars doing the exact thing that is considered not only against the law, but a felony offense.
But they're politicians. And, America doesn't arrest politicians.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right. And so I'm there with you, bud. But it is already on the books. It's just not anything that anybody actually enforces. So your step 4 is null and void.
Not doing so well there, partner.
So step 1 was gone because direct democracy is stupid. Step 2 can be the step 1
Uh-huh.
with the caveat of full enforcement of step 4.
Right.
Okay? Full enforcement of step 4.
You mean step 3?
No, that was step 4.
What was it for?
Yeah. Full enforcement of step 4 is the caveat for step 2. Okay?
Okay.
Those have to be together. It's not easy steps there. That's a singular step. It's not 2 steps. That's 1 step.
Yeah. So we're not two-stepping through all this.
No. Step 3, I understand,
But
but we deserve the stupid that we vote for.
And yeah, and like you said, going back to the whole term limit thing, just because you have somebody getting out in 2 years doesn't mean that you're going to get somebody better. If
Because
you're not
more than
paying
likely-
attention in the
Here-
first place.
Here's the deal, right? So if a politician knows that they're sunsetting,
Yeah.
okay, they're going to raise up a generation of junior politicians.
Kind of like what they do now anyway.
They do that now anyway, but still.
Yeah.
But they're going to raise the next generation of politicians underneath them so that when they leave, they can also, I don't know, leave their war chest to the next line of politicians.
Yep.
And say, here you go, bud. It's all yours. Take the reins. And that sounds like a good idea, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like a,
yeah.
It sounds great. New generation, yada, yada. Same stupid.
You are the world. You are the future.
Right. And it's just the same thing going through. It's a generational game that we already play. Once again, yes, they should be changed constantly. Why? Because they stink.
But if you're going to change a dirty diaper by putting on another dirty diaper,
then it's not helpful.
Yeah. Then
everybody's just going to get an infection.
Right.
Bad idea.
Conjunctivitis will be everywhere.
Right. It'll be bad.
It'll be rampant.
Won't be great. Let's put it that way. Okay.
Bad things.
So
happening to good people.
out of the 5 steps,
as a recap,
we have 1.5 steps total that I'm okay with.
All right.
All right. All right.
Let's
1.5.
move on. Number 5. This is the final one.
Final one. Hitting it on the number 5.
Is saving trillions of more dollars by completely eliminating all of the IRS and the 70,000 pages of tax code that currently exist. Congress just passed a bill hiring 70,000 new IRS agents, and that is absolutely ludicrous and unnecessary. Get rid of every single loophole and start from scratch. Simply raise the national sales tax on purchases to like 30%. Now, I don't know what the actual number would be to make this idea work, but the idea right now is that the rich avoid paying most of their taxes because they don't pay themselves an income, and when they do, they put the income in tax-advantaged hiding spots like real estate and life insurance. But we can avoid all of these tax evasion and loopholes just by making everyone pay a higher percentage on their sales tax. Get rid of the income tax, get rid of the loopholes, and just go to a standard tax on all purchases so that no matter what you buy, you pay taxes. So if the rich buy a life insurance policy, they pay tax. If they buy real estate, they pay tax. If they buy a new Lamborghini, they pay tax. The tax code is only complicated because of the loopholes the rich use to avoid paying taxes. A simple sales tax and elimination of all other taxes would save us trillions of dollars and collect more in taxes from the rich. You would no longer need the IRS or to file taxes every year. Let me know your own thoughts and your own solutions in the comments, and smash that like and follow if you agree with any of this, and consider sharing it to help spread the message, and smash the link in my bio to follow me on my other socials. Fix America in 5 easy steps from a...
All right. Okay. I'll do number 5.
Really?
I'm okay with the sales tax. It's always been either a flat tax or it's either going to be a fair tax or a flat tax. And a fair tax is what it's going to be. It's still
too wonky for me.
It's still an income tax.
Yeah, but fair tax is too wonky for me because then it becomes fair by whom?
Right, and then
I don't like that.
A flat income tax. Once again, understand that flat tax on sales and products is what caused the Tea Party.
Yeah,
the actual the regular Tea
Boston
Party,
Tea
the
Party,
Boston, the one with the
that's the whole
that was what had that happen.
Taxation without representation.
Yeah, and that technically
that didn't end so well.
No, now we are represented, but still at this point, if we went with all 5 of your steps, we would no longer have representation.
Right.
So that wouldn't be the case anymore, and we would be in revolution as well as a despot. So no, thank you, and good night, guys.